And joining us now on the WashU Sports Network is a 2020 WashU women's tennis graduate, Sanjna Tripathy. Sanjna, how are we doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great, great. Thank you for joining us here on the WashU Sports Network. Sanjna, you were recognized as one of our 5 student athletes honored at the 34th Annual Scholar Champion Award celebration under the Department of Athletics' mission of impacting lives. Can you talk to me about your role of impacting lives within the women's tennis team?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I was really honored to get this award as it's really special to me, especially this one, impacting lives. I think from the very first time I joined the WashU women's tennis team, just the culture of our team is that we all, try to make a difference in each other's lives, whether it's on the court or off the court. I think me personally, I took this role to mean, holding events outside of tennis, whether it be on the court or off the court, dinners, making sure that everyone has the resources and mentoring that they need, and serving as a role model. So having someone they can always talk to. Specifically, we have a lot of pre-meds on our team, and that can be kind of hard to navigate. And a teammate from a while ago, Kaylin, was actually one of my biggest mentors. And so I tried to emulate her approach and help the people below me reach their full potential and navigate that academic tennis balance. So this was like celebrating little accomplishments, remembering what's going on in people's life when they come on the court for practice, just being like, how's that exam? How are you doing today? So I think those little moments are really what it means to impact people's lives.
Sanjana, obviously, your season was cut short. You didn't get that full senior season due to COVID-19. You had a really young team this past year, 7 underclassmen, just 2 seniors, you and Zoe Park. Can you talk about how important it was to be a leader with this young women's tennis team this past year?
Yeah, I think Zoe and I both got really lucky, and we were fortunate to have each other because we worked really, really well together. We were always communicating effectively, and I think tennis can be an especially hard transition for underclassmen because they're coming from this individual mentality to now a team sport. So I think just setting that example and culture on the court of limiting complaints, putting the team dynamic and team mentality first, cheering for your teammates in practice and off the court is really important to show that now, they have to make this transition. It's not just them alone on the court anymore, that they have a support system. And I think that Zoe and I were able to communicate that effectively and really, step up this year, especially with our truncated season, just navigating people through that and showing the juniors that next season is going to be especially important to continue this type of culture on our team.
Sanjana, you're from Sugar Land, Texas, so you made the trip up from Texas to St. Louis for your college experience. Let's talk a little bit about your college experience. What made it so special, and what did you learn from playing under Coach Dahlhuth for 4 years?
Yeah, so I think for my very first recruiting visit, I just felt so welcomed by both the women's and men's tennis team. I still remember that visit. It was just the most inclusive community I'd felt, and I'd gone on a couple of visits. And I think that Coach Stallhuth, Kelly, was the main factor in creating such an incredible experience for me. I cannot imagine having a more supportive, inclusive coach. I know that she's going to be there for all her players, far after we graduate. And, she's, whatever concern I had, I was able to bring it up to her. And I think that's what made my student experience so special, that and the WashU community. But, I've seen a lot of other tennis coaches out there. And Kelly, I think, really prioritizes the well-being of her student athletes as well as their well-being on the court and their success as a tennis player. So that's really unique and special.
Well, Sanjay, I wanted to also congratulate you on officially graduating from
Thank you.
WashU a few weeks back. Now that graduation is officially over and you've concluded your career at WashU, what's next for Sanjna Tripathy?
So I'm actually staying in St. Louis for another year. I'm applying to med schools right now, so I'm working on those applications. and I'm going to be starting a job at Total Access Urgent Care at the end of July. Um, I just signed a lease on an apartment on Olive in the Central West End with 2 other roommates. So I'm really excited for this year to continue, being in this community. I think there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding this time. So I'm happy that, I'm not changing my life too much as of now. I just recently adopted a new puppy, a new dog, and we've been working on training him. And so, yeah, and I've been talking to Coach Kelly continuously. She's been helping me through navigating this new chapter. And, I've been in regular contact with all my teammates there. Some of them are doing internships across the nation, and some of them are still studying at home or just hanging out. So I'm just excited to see what this holds for all of us.
Well, Sanjna, just wanted to congratulate you on a great WashU career on and off the tennis courts, and wish you all the best with your new dog, your new
Thank
job,
you.
new chapter in your life, and also as you move past WashU and into your next beginning.
Definitely. Thank you, Chris.